So, hello everybody. So today we'll start a new concept of the storytelling with data, that is the importance of context. Do you know what do you mean this importance of context means? Let us see. This may sound counterintuitively, but success in data visualization does not start with data visualization. It is okay. Rather, because before you begin down the path of creating a data visualization or communication, attention and time should be paid to understanding context. Context means what are the data given to you. First, you have to understand it clearly. So, how you will misunderstand it? By sorry, by using this exploratory exploratory data analysis. This is very important means to know about the context. Before we get into a specific of context, there is not a distinction to draw between exploratory or explanatory analysis. The exploratory analysis is what you do to understand the data and figure out what might be noteworthy or interesting. You figure out whether it is important to tell the stakeholder or whether it is not important to tell the stakeholder. So we might have to open 100 oysters, like here example given, test 100 different hypotheses or look at the data in 100 different ways to find perhaps two pairs. When we are at the point of communicating our analysis to our audience, we really want to be the explanatory species. You did your visualization, but when it comes for the explanation to the stakeholders, your manager, then how you will explain that? That is your explanatory space, meaning you have the specific things you want to explain, not everything. That 100 hypotheses you do, you will say that I will do this, we will do this. No, you have to take only that hypothesis which will help the business to grow. Understood? No? Then too often people are and think it's okay to show exploratory analysis when they should be showing explanatory, taking time to turn the data into information that can be consumed by an audience to build. It is understandable mistake. So after taking an entire analysis, it can be tapping to what to show your audience everything as evidence all the work you did at the robustness of the analysis. So here we focus on explanatory analysis and communication. So how? So for those interested in learning more explanatory analysis, check out Nathan's law book. Very important book. This one you can check. I prefer it. You should also prefer. The data points your focus on how data visualization as a medium, how data visualization as a medium rather than a tool, and spends a good portion of the book discussing the data itself and strategy for exploring and analyzing. So who, what, and how. When it comes to explanatory analysis, there are a few things to think about to be extremely clear on before visualizing any data or creating content. First, to whom are communicating you. It is important to have a good understanding of who you understand audience is, how they perceive you. This can help you to identify common ground that will. So have you assured that they hear your message? Second, what do you want your audience to know? Or again, you should be clear how you want your audience to act and take into account how you will communicate to them and the overall tone that you want to set your communication. It's only after you can concisely answer these two questions. How can you use data to help this? The looks, context, who, what, and how. This is very important. Okay? Always you will get question context. Just ask who is your audience, what they want, and how you can deliver them. So according to who, your audience, the more specific you can be about who your audience is, the better position you will be in the successful communication about general audience such as internal and external stakeholders or anyone who might be interested. By trying to communicate too many different people with separate needs to any one of them or effectively as you could if you narrow your or target audience. So sometimes if this means creating different communication for different audience or identifying the decision maker is one way of narrowing your audience. It is very important line how you can narrow your audience. So the more you know about the audience, the better position you are. So always know your audience. Always know your audience. So it's also okay. So it's also helpful to think about the relationship that you have with your audience and how you expect that they will perceive you. So you So will you be accounting each other for this first time through this communication, or do you have an established relationship? So do they already trust you as an expert, or do you need to work with the established credibility? So these are important consideration when it comes to. So determining how to structure your communication and whether. Okay. So for this today this much we will read. For so like subscribe and we'll check from here what they want.